Fiasco versus Kerfuffle, Ricochet and Judge Judy. Marquee split screen. Fiasco with Ricochet on the left in neon red. Kerfuffle with Judge Judy on the right in courtroom black and white. Two shows, same night, different physics. One is the flamboyant flameout with ricochets. The other is the noisy dust-up that makes a mess but rarely breaks the beams. They share a lobby and nothing else. The ticket-taker stamps programs. Rupture versus ruckus. Fiasco is about coupling and momentum. The first error isn't local, it's a cue. Once struck, energy rebounds through the set. One bad angle becomes 5 scenes of unintended consequences. Enter Ricochet, dancer, stuntman, geometry in a tux. The mood is watch this, then watch the fallout. Kerfuffle is about fuss. Commotion gathers around a snag. The snag often stays small. Enter Judge Judy, eyebrows as metronomes, gavel for cadence, cross-examination as broom. The mood is cut the crap, then cut it. Origins whisper meaning, fiasco. The bottle that bombs on stage, a cracked vessel that can't carry water. It is public, performative, difficult to deny. Kerfuffle, Scott's ruffle, rustle, flutter, feathers out of order, the sound of fabric scuffling. Drama without structural damage, unless everyone forgets to breathe. Stage directions differ. Fiasco loves speed plus optics, launch the big finale. Strip out exit ramps, paint the dashboards, call momentum inevitable. Kerfuffle loves proximity plus ego, a slight, a misquote, a petty power play, microphones too close to mouths. Fiasco wants a balcony view. Kerfuffle wants a hallway. Ricochet's choreography is the bank shot. He never lands where expected. Short screws, overbooked schedules, heroic emails. Each is a cue ball that kisses 3 rails before coming back hard. In a coupled system, force is conserved unless deliberately dissipated. Without slack, energy piles. The ricochet is not moralism, it's mechanics. Judge Judy's choreography is containment. Reduce sprawl, box the issue, separate hearsay from fact. Answer the question. Kerfuffle loves side quests. The bench loves a narrow hall. A good cross-exam turns a stadium into a corridor and walks the noise through it briskly. Scale and optics mark the line. Fiasco ends the show. Curtains down, mezzanine murmurs, headlines loading. Kerfuffle interrupts the show. The band vamps while ushers exchange notes. Both are embarrassing, only one rewrites the season. Causality diagrams look different. Fiasco is a cascade. Overconfidence, coupled paths, stage-managed urgency, missing reversibility, face-saving lies, blast radius. Kerfuffle is a loop, slight, offense, escalation, audience, back to slight. One travels outward, the other travels in place. Metrics decide what to fix. Fiasco's honest meter harm reduced and fidelity raised across the span. If downstream repair hours drop and intent matches artifact under load, the pace and plan were true. If not, tempo lies. Kerfuffle's honest meter, signal to noise and closure rate. If facts rise while speculation falls and a binding synthesis forms, the gavel worked. If not, clapback theater. Act 1, Fiasco, with Ricochet. Glassworks aria. An apprentice turns heat into form. A tiny wobble becomes internal strain. The bottle cools looking fine. A tap spiders it end to end. The lesson is not never wobble. The lesson is cool strain, honestly. In practice, pre-mortems that name hinge points, slack that absorbs, short reversible steps before grand gestures, dashboards that reveal drift early, fittings tested at the pressure they must bear, not at the pressure that flatters. Intermission. Splinters swept. A whisper, we can still make the second half. That whisper is either grace or denial depending on whether the first half's causes are named by their real names. Ricochet bows in the wings, agnostic about blame. Physics does not take sides. Act 2, Kerfuffle, with Judge Judy. No overture, just a tap. We're not doing a Greek chorus. Parties are sworn. Claims narrowed. Not interested in the backstory. Stick to the hinge. Kerfuffle tries to sprawl. Cadence keeps it in a chair. The craft here is triage in plain clothes, which fact falsifies the tale, which witness collapses the rumor, which remedy ends the loop. Rituals matter. Fiasco prevention looks boring when done right. Checklists read aloud, load tests that scuff paint, calendar blocks titled Slack. Boring saves lives. Kerfuffle resolution looks theatrical but isn't. Short turns, crisp prompts, clean stop. The gavel is a metronome, not a weapon. Time is the quiet lead. 2 clocks keep the pit honest, Chronos the count, and Kairos the rightness. Fiasco happens when Chronos conscripts Kairos. Deadlines draft work before readiness forms. Kerfuffle happens when Kairos is romanticized. Feelings refuse to meet the count. The treaty is simple. Let the count serve the ripeness. Bills still land on the first. Stitches still dissolve on schedule. Readiness grows clean action. Language signals trouble before numbers do. Fiasco speaks in superlatives, unstoppable, critical path, we'll fix it live. Kerfuffle speaks in performatives, disrespect, everyone knows as a matter of principle. Useful counters exist. Against superlatives, reversible first moves, explicit exit ramps, publicly scheduled pauses. Against performatives, specific example, time, place, impact. The eyebrow is optional, the narrowing is not. Failure modes invert virtues. Courage becomes bravado, fiasco fuel. Care becomes fuss, kerfuffle fuel. The fix is calibration, not cynicism. Courage with slack is brave, courage without slack is shrapnel. Care with facts is mending, care without facts is theater. Biology testifies. Bone, nerve, skin, each heals at a speed where fidelity survives contact. Faster shears, slower rots. The metaphor is not cute, it's instructive. Systems and relationships carry loads like ligaments, overstretch and micro-tears, immobilize and atrophy. Pacing is ethics in motion. 2 pocket toolkits. Ricochet toolkit for fiasco prevention. 1 pre-mortem, list 5 ways tonight fails, name the hinge. 2 slack, 15 minutes around critical cues. 3 reversibility, short moves early, commit late. 4 honest dashboards, drift visible while small. 5 load tests, fittings under real pressure. Judge Judy toolkit for kerfuffle resolution. 1 narrow the claim, 1 question at a time. 2 demand particulars, time, place, impact. 3 cut hearsay, weigh evidence. 4 impose cadence, brief turns, hard stops. 5 issue remedy, close the loop. Culture learns by what it rewards. If panic earns attention, kerfuffle becomes a house band. If optics earn promotion, fiasco becomes tradition. Reward instead the quiet metrics, fewer downstream fixes, clearer fittings, faster closures, gentler rooms. Post a scoreboard that measures what matters, retire applause for noise. Taglines help memory. 1 line for each show. 1 fiasco, flamboyant flameout with ricochets. 2 kerfuffle, noisy dust-up that wants a broom and a clock. Combine them into a rule of thumb. A fiasco ends the show. A kerfuffle interrupts it. Finale. Both leads take a bow. Ricochet, angle softened by good carpentry. Judge Judy, gavel resting, air cleared. The house leaves with 2 vows. First, build so energy has cushions when the bottle cracks. Let ricochet return to rhythm, not rumor. Second, when feathers fly, don't feed the birds. Narrow, weigh, decide, and go home. The rest is just good theater. Attention held at the speed of truth, no faster, no slower.